Hey guys, welcome to another fantastic episode of the Celebrity Spotlight Show. And trust the Vibe Queen to always source for the best of the best celebrities. I've got an interesting guest in the studio with me today, and I can't wait to unveil. Now, the most interesting part of this interview is this particular guest is a member of the cast from one of the trending movies at the moment. Love in Every Word. Yes, I know. So while you guys are still actively chasing after your Odogu Parara, the person that even made that word or the phrase very popular and interesting, guess what, guys? I feel like I'm already spilling a lot. Welcome with me today on the Celebrity Spotlight Show, one of the finest actors across the world. Yes, I said so. Osereme. I hope I pronounced that right.
Definitely, you
talk
got
to me.
it right.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
You look so beautiful.
As do you. Thank
you. So first off, before I even go into my questions, the questions I documented here, how does it feel to be one of the cast members of one of the biggest movies at the moment? Because Love in Every Word is trending everywhere.
It's been great. It's been fantastic. The love that has been shown to that film has been unreal. We know that we made a good film, but the response is what we never anticipated and could never have anticipated in a million years.
Wow.
Yes, but it's good. It's
okay,
wonderful.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
yourself, to the team members. You all did an amazing job. While I watched, I was saying, it feels like each actor came on set with like their A games. It felt like nobody, I don't want to be the least performed actor, and I felt like it was really amazing. So well done to the cast and crew.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about acting. Some people do not know, but you've got this AKA, this nickname, the football girl.
Yeah.
And we're wondering, how did our own superstar, how did you transition? How did acting start for you?
So it may sound cliche, but I've always wanted to be an actor.
Wow.
An actor and a TV presenter. That has always been the goal right from childhood. So acting started in 2018. That's when I got my first role, but I started auditioning from 2016. Yeah, so for 2 years, nothing. But in 2018, I got my first feature in Obiameloye's Heart and Soul. It was on Netflix for a while. It was actually the first Nigerian series. It wasn't an original, but it was the first Nigerian series to actually go on Netflix.
Oh wow!
Yes, wow. Love in Every Word obviously is the big break, but Heart and Soul was my first film ever.
And that was in 2018.
And that was in 2018. So in 2018, I featured in 2 films: Heart and Soul and 10 Virgins by Blessing Igby.
Oh.
Yeah, the 10 Virgins. I went to the cinema, did the cinema run. And then it was silence.
So after
money must be made. Money must be made.
You have to maintain the
So I went back to sportscasting. So I'd been doing sportscasting in 2016, 2017. But in 2018, it was a big break for me as a sportscaster because I got my accreditation to cover the FIFA World Cup in Russia. So then that happened, and then everybody wanted. So I did Goal.com. Goal.com happens to be the biggest football website in the world. So I worked at Goal.com for a few years. Then I did Super Sports. I left Super Sports in 22, I think. Yeah, 2022. Wow. I did just a little stint at CNN as well. But then in 2021, actually, whilst all of this was going on, I featured in Bumi Ajakai's Who Lived at Number 6.
Oh, wow.
And I wasn't the lead. I was supporting character. But you know those roles where they give you, when the film comes out, nobody's looking at the lead character. So that was the character for me.
There's a popular saying that there are no small roles.
Yes. And that was it. And that's how I broke into the YouTube space, actually.
Wow.
In 2021. After that film, everybody. But it was tough to balance. So acting and one had to take care. And sportscasting was bringing the big money. So
you had to choose between passion and money.
And I chose money. actually. But then again, as a sportscaster, I was still passionate because I was in front of the camera anyways, which I wanted to. So, but I tried to balance. But then acting now started picking up. And I was like, okay, you know what? let's just put you to the corner first and pursue acting. So I'm still a sportscaster. I have a show for MTN that is on amazing. NTA every Tuesday. But primarily an actor right now.
Yes. Okay, amazing and interesting too. So while you were talking, you talked about auditions.
Yeah.
And I mean, as an actor myself, I have my own perspective about auditions, and it feels like almost every actor has got something to say about auditions. For you, you said you started auditioning in 2016.
Yeah.
And you got your first role in 2018. That's 2 years later. In fact, in your own case, you're lucky because there's some people who, in fact, just gave up because it felt like it wasn't working. What's your perspective? What's your thought about auditioning? Do you think it still works, or it's just a waste of time? Maybe there are other, routes that one can just take, to get into the industry. So what's your feedback on that? I feel like I know what you want to say already. That sigh says a lot.
Auditions. Nah. No. So I feel like auditions are part of the process. I would not advise any actor coming into the industry not to attend auditions. Because auditions are also a way for you to build confidence because you're in front of a casting director. It's important. I think it's important. Or just not, maybe do like 6-7 auditions in your lifetime and just just close the chapter. Because auditions are important. But I promise you that 90% of the time, that job, you won't get it from an audition. It will most likely be a referral. But auditions are important. Actually, I got my first, funny enough, Heart and Soul was from an audition, but it was a closed audition. So there's something about open casting and closed casting. So closed casting is where they just select a few people and then open casting, they'll invite like 2,000, 3,000. Do you really want to tell me that?
And people are talented, trust me.
I feel like the first 500, they're tired.
Exactly.
They're not seeing you. Just forget this thing that they are not. And the funny thing about auditions is, I even have a question for casting directors. I've asked over and over and then they just laugh. Then when you come, the audition, they know they won't select you. They'll say, wow, you are the best thing after sliced bread. We'll get back to you. And it's a lie.
And then they raise your hopes high.
But I think you should, as an actor, an upcoming actor, you should attend auditions. But when you don't get that feedback, that callback, don't be sad. Don't be angry. And that was one thing. Obviously, my first 2-3 auditions, I felt bad. But that was what I now later realized. Don't be sad.
You know what? Just keep
don't
doing
worry,
it.
Just keep doing it. As you're auditioning, just network. Network, because Who Lived at Number 6, which I featured in and then gave me my big break, actually, was referral. It was someone that had seen a monologue that I had posted and then just reached out to me.
Wow.
And that was it.
Wow. I feel like in my own case, I think I agree with you. So while I was in school, I studied theater art. While I was in school, I majored in acting and speech, and then we had people who were directors and they would, organize auditions. But I realized that for the lead roles, they already had people they wanted to use.
Yeah.
So they were just stressing almost everybody. Like if you see the crowd, just for the
and sometimes they won't even tell you what they're looking for. They'll just
honestly,
put it 18 to 50. Meanwhile, what they're looking for is an 18-year-old boy.
Exactly.
Boy.
Exactly.
They won't tell you that it's a boy they're looking for. Girls will come and audition.
It's really terrible. And since then, I just gave up on auditions. But in this, I feel like, just like you said, everything has got their pros and cons, because at the end of the day, I had to put myself out there to, whether somebody is seeing me or not. And I'm going to give a perfect example. There was this audition, I think it was for Kemi Adetiba's movie, maybe King of Boys or something. And then I put out an audition. Somebody just encouraged me and I put it out. I wasn't selected, even though that monologue went viral. I wasn't selected, but there's this producer that came from the US, and they kept calling me, and I feel like till date is one of my highest, pay that I have received from acting. And she just kept saying, I want Bola on that project, I want Bola on that project. And one day she just said, have you ever thought, how did I even get you? I'm like, maybe my because I post monologues on TikTok. And she's like, no. It's like, I saw your monologue, I saw your audition for Kemi Adetiba, and then I just felt you were really good, and that was it. So from that moment I learned something, because I had already given up on auditions. I learned something. It was about the fact that sometimes don't just expect from one direction.
Exactly.
There are other opportunities that can also come into. So yes, I think I agree with you. Okay, so let's move away from that. So I follow you, and one of the feedbacks that I saw on your page, a popular one at that, is people saying, Ose played our real life self in Love in Every Word. Like, Ose, this is Ose. This is who she is. Like, this is the kind of friend she is in real life. So I got really interested, and I'm like, okay, tell us about this feature that a lot of people have been, so that I will know whether to apply as a close friend. Because is it that you are that friend who always encourages everybody that don't lose this guy, because I know you were the push, and saying, you want to lose this guy. So what's that popular opinion about? Like, tell us about it.
Well, to a large extent, that is who I am actually.
Really?
Yes, because I will not sit down there and allow you make the biggest mistake of your life when I can pull your ears, right? So yeah, that is actually me. Funny story, on my way here, on my way to the studio, I was on a phone call with a friend of mine who I haven't been speaking to for a minute, because I had told her, I had called a spade in her life, So we hadn't spoken for about a month.
Wow.
Yeah, and coincidentally, she calls me this morning, and she's like, she's had time to think about it, and she thinks I'm right.
Wow.
And she probably overreacted, and blah, 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 blah. And she's willing to take the advice. So,
wow. That's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, I am that friend. I will call a spade a spade. My friends know that about me. And that's what I always also tell them, to reciprocate the energy. When you feel like I'm stepping out of line, just tell me the truth, especially as an actor. As somebody in the public eye, I know that there are times that you can forget where you're coming from. So I always tell my friends, anytime I step out of line, anytime I'm doing anything, how on social media some people do things and like, they have family members.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I tell my friends, I say, anytime you see me,
please, why disgrace you?
Call me back to order. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about Love in Every Word. Thankfully, you said that that's who you are. So let's look at Odogu Parara. Do you think, considering the rate or the kind of dating space we have now, which I feel is prorated, like, in the Nigerian space, even across the world, dating and relationship is just something else entirely. Do you think there are Odogu Pararans in real life? And I'm not talking about just money. Money is important, but I'm not talking about just money. I'm also talking about, like, there's one key statement that, Uzo made while playing that character. After the girl, that's Bam Bam's character, had already told him, you know what, your accent, and he dropped her off and was still being kind. And she said, why are you still being kind to me? And he said, because I'm angry doesn't mean I have to be mean to you. That's rare.
Very rare.
So,
very rare.
Do you think there are still Odogu Farahans in this economy?
They are, my sister. They are.
Wow. Okay.
I promise you that they are. There are men who, that chivalry that most ladies look for. They are. They'll tell you that most of them are married, Sha. They'll tell you that most of them are married. That's the problem. Look, I was 45.
Yeah.
In the film. So, they are, to be honest. I can say I've been privileged to meet two.
Oh, wow.
Who nice. These men are, they can be angry, pissed, but You know how you can have some friends where, because the fact that people are quarreling or people don't speak anymore doesn't now mean they should be unkind to you or go and tell everybody your secrets that you told them like whilst you guys were friends. That's literally what that character was about. The fact that I'm angry with you, the fact that we're not even together doesn't mean that I should now be mean to you. So they are. I promise you that they are. They are there. You just have to dig.
You just have to dig.
Find them.
Wow, dating now looks like you digging for gold. That's serious work there. Okay, interesting. I mean, so I think there was a Twitter conversation around two characters you played. You know, in Love in Every Word, you were soft spoken, you were that friend, you know, even though like as a lawyer, you ensured that you brought that year boyfriend to book, right? But for the most part, you were calm, you were that friend that everybody wants. But there's this character that was really annoying. And that's Vivian from Homecoming. Yeah. Now, the issue is so many people do not know how to differentiate an actor in real life from a character they played. Have you experienced situations where somebody hates you or dislikes you, or the person is giving you attitude just because you played like a wicked, you know, a wicked girl, you know, in a movie or something? Have you witnessed something of such?
So I would say yes, and
really?
I would say no. I would say no because it wasn't an adult. It was a child. I
hope it's not for Homecoming.
It was because of
Homecoming. Oh my God.
So I had come on this set and there was this young actor. She was 10 at the time. That was last year, December.
Wow.
And she was just staring at me like with this mean look. And in my head, I'm like, which person picking be this one? Why is she looking at me like that? You know? But I didn't say anything. So when her mom, and we acted together in that film, and she was supposed to be a rude child in the film. So she was very rude. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're doing the thing, you're quite rude. It's just acting, right? But I didn't know she was being way rude because she didn't like me.
Wow.
Yes. Now, when her mom came to pick her up, her mom then called me aside and was like, my daughter is here. And she was like this. And I said, hi, sugar. How are you? You're such a fantastic actor. Her mom now said, she watched you in Homecoming and she doesn't like you.
Oh my God.
I'm telling her that it's just, and I looked at her, I said, well, you know you were rude in this film. Imagine somebody watches you now and doesn't like you because you were rude in this film. Well, you're not acting. She's like, oh yes, auntie, I was acting. I'm like, it's the same thing. It's perfect example. She's like, oh, okay. She now hugged me and then we settled.
Wow.
So yes, I had experienced that, but from a child, and I would understand. Yeah, but from adults, I mean, you get all those comments, but I like to believe that they're just comments. Yeah, very wicked. If I see, I'll stone you. You know, it's just conversations. But yeah,
amazing. Okay, so tell us about Pellicule visuals. I mean, I found out that you executively produced a movie, Mother in Love.
Yes.
Tell us, what's the goal for Pellicule Visuals?
Okay, so Pellicule Visuals is a film and advertising company, which I created in 2023. So we're very new, baby. Yes, and we made our first film in December 2023. And it aired for the first time in February 2025.
Wow.
On Africa Magic Showcase, and it's also available on Showmax. It's available on Prime in the US, UK, and Australia.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yes. Pellicule Visuals. The vision for now is filmmaking.
Okay. Hopefully you
hopefully. Oh, definitely, definitely. I will definitely put you on something. The vision for Pellicule Visuals is to become an advertising giant, actually.
So not just
filmmaking, just everything media, literally. And obviously even expand to talent management in the nearest future. But yeah, baby steps. This year we're coming out with 2 other films.
Oh wow.
Yeah, maybe
filmed
more.
Already?
Yeah, they're filmed already, actually.
Oh wow, amazing.
Yeah, it's filmed already.
Amazing.
Maybe more as the spirit leads. And as the money leads.
Come in. Okay, so we look forward to the movies. Now let's talk about acting. Has there been, or I'm sure there has been, so what has been your most challenging role thus far?
My most challenging role, if you had asked me this question 2 years ago, I would have probably said Heart and Soul. Because the character I played was this young girl who had meningitis. I was coughing 247. And it was my first film. So, anyways, it was a bit tricky. But right now, I would say my most challenging role is a character I played, Aisha.
Oh, okay.
Baby Farm.
Oh,
yes.
That's the one we're looking forward to.
Yeah, looking forward to drop on the 21st of March.
Okay. This Friday.
Yes.
Oh,
21st of March, this Friday on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. It was.
In fact, it speaks volume, and I'm already imagining, what the film is going to be about, because I saw the teaser and I got stuck. Like, I'm so interested, so I can't really. I trust you now. Magic as always.
Yeah, thank you. It was a challenging one, and not just because about the character. It was the entire story. There were times when even my co-actors were acting, and I had goosebumps. I wanted to cry. So I cannot begin to imagine what the audience
will feel
when watching it. But I would say playing the character Aisha in Baby Farm has been my most challenging role thus far.
Okay, amazing. So if you could change anything about Nollywood, what would that be?
Honestly, it's a conversation I've been having quite of late. And I would just say that it's also giving credits, and not just giving credit, but also the energy that is given to crew members. Love in Everywhere was such a successful film. And while I appreciate the love that I got and my fellow actors got, and the EP, Omoni Oboli, shout out to you. But I just feel like that film would not have been the success that it was without every other person on that production. If costume hadn't costumed right, because costume tells a different story. If costume doesn't costume right, you would not. Everybody was talking about, Bam Bam looked really hard. If the costume didn't fit, you would not be saying all of these things. So I feel like the crew members. I mean, on that film, I don't know if you heard, because it actually, when the news went viral while we were shooting, there were issues. We had to even strike the set. Yes, Bam Bam had to come on live. It wasn't today. No, it was everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Because the apartment where we're filming opposite, we had to strike set because a lady wanted to commit suicide.
Yes. Oh, that was what you were filming. That was recently.
Yes, that was what we're filming.
Oh, editing was really fast.
It's
because
YouTube.
That was this year.
Yes.
I saw that live. Bam Bam was saying someone was about to jump, commit
so we had to strike that. Then the next day we also had issues on set. We didn't start filming till like 3 p.m. And there was also a ripple effect from the same incident. We had the guy, it was a lot. It was her family. They were trying to, it was a lot. So, I mean, we had that. There were a lot of issues. The first day we resumed set, suddenly sound stopped working. We didn't call action on the first day till like 5. Then by 10 p.m., somebody trying to jump from the next building. It was crazy. So, and I mean, the producer managed all of this.
I think, to be fair, because I did a review on my YouTube channel, and one thing I also mentioned is I think I love the fact that Omoni Oboli has been so, what's the word now? Like, she's been really kind, maybe not kind. I don't know what word to use, but, what I'm trying to say is I realized that she's been trying to, give kudos to each member of the team, even the writer. There was a time she did like a collaboration post with the writer, did this, and I was like, okay,
my first film actually.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Because sometimes you just forget people who worked behind the scenes. So I understand how, and also from what you said, it just teaches us that, that saying that once something is looking really difficult, there's probably like a headway or something. There's something good coming out of it. Yeah. Okay, so this particular question I'm going to be asking on behalf of so many people, because I know that there's so many people who watch their screen and they're like, oh, this pretty lady, I love her. Oh, I would like shoot my shot, all of that. So are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so what's your spec?
My spec.
Hope it's not Odogu Farara.
My spec is Odogu Farara. peace of mind is
but you know, Odogu parent do not come with peace of mind alone.
Money and peace of mind. And that's my spec is God fearing. Me, peace of mind.
That money is important.
Money, peace of mind, God fearing. Every other thing will fall into place.
Looks too.
Forget that thing, my sister. Money, God fearing, and peace of mind. I have enough looks for both of us.
Kids. Okay, yeah, that's some period. Okay, amazing. So, what's your greatest fear in life?
The greatest fear in life is to be forgotten. I have like panic attacks when I think about it. And sometimes I sit and I wish I was Albert Einstein or I invented something so I won't be forgotten. Because I look at it and I say, a time will come where my children's children, maybe third, fourth generation marks, people forget that this lady walked this earth. I'm thankful I'm an actor, so maybe somebody will stumble on my clip.
Yeah, sure.
But that's my.
I think you're on the right path. So I mean, people watch. We still watch movies from. I mean, Tunde Not, for instance, it does like throwback, videos from the past, and he will say, if you still remember this, you should be married now and all of that. So even people that don't know, they search. Especially inquisitive ones. So I think that you're on the right path to conquer your greatest fear.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, so I think you've answered this in some way, but I'll just ask again for clarity. What projects should we expect from you, from the remaining, for the rest of the year, like some projects in like they're already in work and we should expect from you? Okay,
so like I said, there's Baby Farm March 21st. I've also got AWO. It's going to the cinemas.
Okay.
AWO it's a Yoruba film where they try to twist my tongue to speak Yoruba. Yes, please don't judge me. Don't judge me. My Yoruba is a bit, but yeah, so AWO is coming to the cinemas as well. Okay. I've got about 2 films coming out on Prime, which I cannot spill just yet.
Okay, but, amazing.
So I've got a couple of projects.
Okay, great. I mean, I've had an amazing time so far, and we're about to move on to the games part. I know it's been so interesting, and I'm sure so many people are inquisitive. They just want to. It's going to be fun. But before that, we'll just go on a short break, and then when we come back, come and see us, Osereme, finish the games because I'm really rooting for you. Don't disappoint us. Don't disappoint us.
Can I?
No, you can't. Okay, guys, we'll be right back. It's still the Celebrity Spotlight Show, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, it's still the Vibe Queen, Omobolaval, and of course, you're still tuned into the Celebrity Spotlight Show, and I've had an amazing time so far. I mean, I'm not in the studio alone. I've been chilling with one of the finest actors in the industry, Osereme, and we've had a lovely chat. Well, guess what? She said a lot, we've learned a lot, but this is the part where you see the fun part. So it's the game segment, and I'm about to actually, you can do it, actually. So we're about to play some games, and Osereme, are you ready?
My sister, if I say I'm not ready, you still ask the question. So let's go.
Okay, so let's go. That's the spirit.
I apologize in advance for family members if I end up embarrassing you.
That's not the spirit anymore.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I believe. Let's go.
Let's go. So the first segment is actor tests. This one you will pass now. You mimic. I've got 3 actors on the list. Okay. You mimic each actor.
Hey, way.
Yeah. So the first person, this one, you even get it. Taraji P. Henson.
Ha! Ha ha ha! I don't know if Americana hasn't. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Taraji. Ha. This is really on the spot. This is really on. And Taraji is the first. Who will not be the other 2?
No. You know how they say maybe save the best. No, not the best now. Maybe it's even save the simplest for.
Okay, I know. I think I know one of her monologues that she did in one film. What's that film? That she had to go to the bathroom. For Colored Girls, I think that's the title. Yeah. Hey, I said it to my family. I said I should apologize in advance. Okay.
You can do it.
All right. Why am I looking at you or my camera?
No, look into the camera, you know.
All right. Well, sir, there are no colored bathrooms for ladies in this building. I have to go all the way to Timbuktu to use the restroom. So please permit me if I took my precious time in getting back here. I hope I did it.
Okay.
I hope I did it. So
You tried, Karaji. You know the good thing is I know that monologue. So at least.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
cool. This one is really simple.
All right.
Second person, Funke Akindele.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm Jennifer. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So how you gonna like to do your head? Just arrange your head well. You see, in this Jennifer salon, we do corn roast, we do whole backed. So tell me, which one do you like? Shake, don't disturb me. Once the customer is in front here, customer, please. How do you like your head?
Okay. You see, you're smashing it. Now the third one. This one is difficult.
Hi, Jesus Christ. Okay, who?
Difficult, but you can do it.
All right.
Vivian from Homecoming.
Hey, God, I beg you. I've told
that
character to work on that. I've told that character to work on that. Okay, let me do the one that is most popular, where I went to go and back down in the BTS. Okay. From now henceforth, you work for me, not Udra. You report to me. And if so much as reading the shit that we've been planning for months, I assure you, you will regret ever meeting me. Am I understand? They say I back down in the video. I wanted to say, am I understood?
Because she was too wicked to even pay attention to what she was saying.
But thankfully, that was BTS. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Round of applause. Please, backstage, please. People should clap for our celebrity.
If you don't want to clap for me,
that's
I'll
one
steal your
segment.
camera as I'm leaving.
That's one segment. Maybe
Okay.
that's why they are still preserving the clap.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so now we're moving to another segment, and this is slangs or nicknames of musicians. So I would mention a certain popular slang, and you tell me which musician uses that slang.
Okay, let's go.
The first one, no shaking.
No shaking. Is that not too baba?
Is that not, or are you sure?
No shaking. No shaking. I think that's too baba. That's too baba.
You can't think, you have to know.
No shaking.
Is the
It's
no
too baba.
shaking.
It's too baba. It's too baba. It's too baba.
Okay, right. Evian.
It's either your avian so another avian day.
It's not
Charlie
to
Poppy.
sing it. Do you?
Charlie Poppy.
City boy.
The life of the city boy. Oh yeah, expect bound. That's Burna Boy. That's Burna Boy.
Sabi girl.
Sabi girl number 2. Animal in human form. That's Ira Star.
Oh my God. Okay, the last one. Please use this same energy.
Okay.
Jimasun. Jimasun.
There are plenty now, but wait, I think this guy does. What's that guy? Hey, Jimasun.
A musician.
Yes. What's his name? Oh, hey, I know him. Oh. I swear I know him.
Heidi Kabasa.
No, it's not Heidi Kabasa. Okay. It's not Heidi Kabasa.
Okay.
His name starts with S, I think.
SLP.
No. And I know him.
Oh my God.
Slim Case, I think.
Wrong.
He's a lie. It's not Slim Case.
Ido West.
They're all together now.
You try. At least 4 over 5 in that segment. Okay, let's now go into your industry. 3 trending movies from 2025.
2025 already. Loving Everyone.
I
number
knew
1.
now.
Trending. Okay, this is not. I'm not started trending, but I know it to trend.
We don't want that one.
It came out.
We want the one that is already trending.
It will trend. It came out 16th of March. It will trend. Finding Me. Funke Akindele's Finding Me on Prime. Because it's Funke Akindele, I see into the future that it will trend. Another trending film of 2025. What film has trended now in my industry? What did anything go to Netflix? Anything go to the parent? Must it be in my industry, my film, or it can be?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Beauty in Black, Tyler Perry, Joe. Tyler Perry, Beauty in Black, the part.
Thank God, at least one of the Okay, so lastly, this is going to be interesting.
Okay.
It's the yes or no game.
You
You can't say yes.
Okay.
You can't say no.
Okay. I don't
Are you
feel
ready
that
for
worried.
me?
I feel this, don't worry, but yeah, let's go.
Okay. The game has started. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Okay. Like, do you think Nollywood is, producing better movies now?
I believe so.
Yeah, sure.
I am very sure.
But people are still complaining and criticizing. Do you still believe?
I believe 1,000,000,001 times.
I guess pink is your best color.
Pink is my best color, indeed.
Indeed.
Very indeed.
There are some things that I know that you'll never be caught doing. Will you ever be caught stealing?
I will never be caught stealing.
Are you sure?
I am very sure.
You know, sometimes you can never judge or you can never say, I will never, until you find yourself in such situations. Are you sure?
I am very sure I will never be caught stealing.
You're stubborn, no?
I am very stubborn.
Hey, it's even the way you're saying it. Your pride is something, no?
Very proud.
Okay, so that we don't waste time, because I guess you said you're going back on set now.
I'm going back on set, yes. But
Today.
I am fucking so
I'm already at the finish line. Oh, that was my last
shy.
You did well. Okay, guys. I hope you had an amazing time, because I did. We've just experienced a fantastic episode of the Celebrity Spotlight Show. And guys, of course, my beautiful guests, this time around, I'll just allow her to introduce herself. Please tell us who you are again, for those of us who know that stump to even speak.
Drum rolls, please. Yeah, my name is Osereme Inekbenebo. Yes, I am a sportscaster and an actor.
Amazing.
I am Nollywood's biggest thing, not next big thing. I am Nollywood's biggest thing.
Okay, that's the spirit.
Watch out for me.
Okay.
Filmmaker, actor, producer.
Okay.
Watch out for me.
You should watch out for her and check out her movies. Love in Every Word, Haron movie, Mother in Love. A lot of fantastic movies.
Baby Farm
coming
Friends
out
to Forever is also on YouTube. You can check out Who Lived at Number 6. You can check out A Sweet Affair. The list goes on and on.
So in case you want to connect with my guest, check her out on her socials.
At Osereme_I across all social media platforms.
Okay, guys, you've just heard from the horse's mouth. Now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a fantastic time. I hope you've learned one or two. Remember to like, drop comments, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us across our social media platforms at VoiceDome. And yes, our sister brand at Afrobeat Global. You can find me on Instagram at omobolanle_adigun_ and on other platforms, omobola_val. So from my guest and I, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I had an amazing time.
I sure did.
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
From my guest and I, it's goodbye. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.